Alright, well, greetings, welcome to Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020, Toy Soldier, Season 1, Episode 3. When you hear temptation call, it's your heart that takes the fall. So this is what we have here. As usual, we're going to the Whatever Whenever Expo at Coronado Airport, because my heart felt like it. And on this day in 1937, 3 May 1937 that is, in real life, Airship Hindenburg, of course, left Frankfurt that evening. Within the 2000 hour. Sometime there half past. So, here's what we have in mind. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome aboard Airship Showa. What was our mission? That's right. To those who got it right. Rumor has it that where we're going is a front for a secret society. Should we be concerned? We're aviators, not detectives. Our job is to fly. Leave that to the others. Alright, pre-flight, of course, continues. Okay, I'm going to give you a final exam, so to speak, in this episode. So, if we look to the right, which ones of these gas bags, or is whatever these animation program, actually, I tell you what animation program do I of course use? Correction, what kind of animation programs do I use? And what's the name of the logic from these animation programs I use to get this airship flying? Give you a hint, it's not hydrogen. And as for the green book, what does it mean in this language? Takai! And of course, what's this? And of course, what's this? Along with, what's this? Correction, I was wrong. What is, of course, Dainwacho? What is Dainwacho? Dainwacho. Hint of what Dainwacho is. What is this? Also, of course, what is this? You let me know in the comment box below what your answers are. As I take the maps out, how do I put them away? The hint, I don't even click on these drawers to open them. Alright. Hint, it lies around here. How do I put the map away? Next, observation room. Okay, now we're talking. I'm only going to say this once. Hint. What do these arrows mean? Takai! Cheetah! About the stuff swap. It begins right now. I said that on purpose. The stuff swap, it begins right now. Why do we have a stuff swap? And how is it transferred to the Whatever Whenever Expo? Okay, as of right now, pre-flight configurations continue. Okay, you ready for the stuff swap? This is going to be a lot different. Watch. Okay, at this point, of course, let's do this.
All crew on cruise station.
All crew to cruise station.
All engines. Slow ahead full. What is the name of that village out there? The sun's so bright, I'm not going to go to the left side of the airship. At this point, what order do I give? Okay, we're cruising now. So, alright. Folks, if you look around the airship from the windows, you'll see majestic landscapes throughout New Mexico. And of course, you'll even see where I got my first YouTube channel. Actually, the airport I was doing a Young Eagles rally in on 16 October 2010. As well as, of course, where I got the Young Eagles flight hours before getting a YouTube account, because it's always been in my head to get a YouTube account ever since I first heard of YouTube. And reassuringly, my state allowed it. I chose to get my main YouTube channel when I was 16. And of course, can we get closer? Sorry, no detours. We got a schedule to keep. Alright, we're going to enter some storm fronts. Brace yourselves. Especially when we go to Coronado Airport. You're going to find the airship beginning to tilt. So today I like to come in via the HOFFMANTOWN Church, whatever you want to call it. As we glide through these azure skies, of course, ladies and gentlemen, take moments to appreciate the views. Even those who are, of course, in the smoking lounge, the bar, hopefully nobody in the scream room. Whoa, someone's flying by us. And, of course, watch that sun paint this morning in beautiful colors, of course. Dreams and real life often intertwine up here. Keep your senses open. We got that expo to go to. Oh, the New Mexico stuff. The New Mexico skies were, of course. Or the desert, as well, whispers secrets to all the other elements of Earth. Or even the physical universes. Keep eyes on the instruments. Keep your senses on the instruments as well. We don't want to scrape UNM Hospital or HOFFMANTOWN Church. After that, speaking of whispers, rumor has it that the real Showah, of course, flew over these places during a clandestine mission. Indeed, the Showah Emperor knew the thrill of flight. In fact, my fictional one does as well. Perhaps he watched the sunrise from these very clouds. Remember, we're not just aviators, we're storytellers. Each flight is a chapter in our saga, and today we're rewriting the legend of Emperor Showah. And by the way, from earlier, although not narrated in this video, thank you. Especially for your good compliments. Well, somebody complimented about our clothing, especially about our shirts. And they say they like our shirts. And our shirts, of course, are Japanese naval outfits, which are solid black. And, of course, we've been reading about the Showah Emperor's post-war transformation. A lot of things, right? Sometimes we all need a second chance. Even emperors. The engines purr like continent cats. What I wonder, how did Showah ever tinker with machinery? Perhaps he secretly fixed clocks or rewired radios. Who knows? Maybe he had a workshop hidden in the Imperial Palace. Yeah, I'm aware of this too. Dead ahead is that canyon that divides Los Lunas and Albuquerque. Let's see here. You see, you can make something evil into something good, like Showah here. Looks like someone's gonna tilt the airship, so I better get into position. Like, anyway, you know, I love Japanese stuff too, so I guess I'm flying Airship Showa today. Of course, to bring some canines, of course, to the whatever, whenever Expo. Alright, here's our plan for landing today. As usual, when we get over UNM Hospital, I'm actually going to stay outside the airship when we get over UNM Hospital. And I eventually am going to cut the power when we get to Carlisle and Menaul. Actually, that's how it is from here on out. Then when we get to Carlisle and Menaul, we cut the power. And we'll see if we can fly over HOFFMANTOWN Church. But of course, I still ask of you to land from a southerly direction, because that's where I put the wind from. Now, I don't think we can make Dennis Chavez Elementary School from time being I record this video. But of course, I still ask of you to land from a southerly direction, because that's where I put the wind from. Now, I don't think we can make Dennis Chavez Elementary School from time being I record this video. But of course, I still ask of you to land from a southerly direction, because that's where I put the wind from. Now, I don't think we can make Dennis Chavez Elementary School from time being I record this video. And as usual, Miss Elena, I'm sorry. I can't fly Airship Showa, over Dennis Chavez. I don't think, anyway. But just whatever you do, don't bet on me. To fly Showah over Dennis Chavez Elementary School, where he taught me for preschool. Now I'm going to go and check visually where we are. At this point, the orders are given. Can you guess what they are? Sometime thereafter, I check the ship.
Prepare for landing.
Roger, all crew to landing station.
Ready to land.
Ready to land.
Mesa Del Sol. I'll say it again. Mesa Del Sol. Lay ahead. I'm going to ask you questions about the things I did there. It's up to you whether you want to answer them or not. In the comments below. Or if I did anything wrong, or if there's anything you want to ask me, let me know so, and I'll work with you on the matters. Since I'm that type of person who wants to work with you on matters of something you don't know about, you've been stuck on or forgotten, even though I'm in your shoes too once every so on, be it I forgot something, I don't know something, or I'll never know something, let me know so in the comment box below, and I'll see if I can help you. Remember, at my gaming channel, we work together, alright? Let me stoop below. That's our heading. Oh. Tipping the airship. Then this test is over about Mesa del Sol. I'm going to scrub the test. Sorry. Where am I? Okay, let's go outside. While this airship is tilting. I don't like it. Slight tilt, but not as bad as you think. It's mild tilt. Where's mild even the word? Okay, dead below us, Mesa Del Sol. Okay, supposedly I'm out of the tilt now. Right here is a dog park. Who was I with, and how many times did I have it to who? And what's that dog's name that came with me and that friend? And what's that friend's name? And also, what lies here? I'll give you a hint. I was there to help out with the solar version of this. A stage to where the moon blocks the sun. And what lies here? Who did here to do what? And of course, somewhere around here, what happened there? Where of course the airport tower had to pick up the crash phones, things like that. And right below here, what is this place? Give you a hint. It's in the category of racing. It's in the category of racing cars. What kind? And now we approach Duke City's main airport. What's its real name? Because this airport has a real name. And oftentimes I don't give it its real name because Albuquerque's a long word. It's a big, long, hard word. And most viewers are aware of that. What lies here? And what lies here? What lies here? What lies here? What lay dead ahead? Tell you what, while I'm at it, 10 years ago, on this day, in 2014, within the afternoon hours, I would go here with my mother to find out what was going on. And then from there, it was found that I had pericarditis and had to spend Big 2-0 in there. But this time I hope to spend Big Trio out of there. And at the time I recorded this video in real life, of course, I found that the pain within my heart was getting worse. Not that I was in a relationship at that time or anything, it's just that real, literal pain. And of course I was at a Civil Air Patrol meeting the night before when I started to feel the pain. What lies here? What lies here? What lies here? Also, what lies ahead? What's here? What's here? What's here? What lies here? Okay. From what bus service am I going to say this phrase? Approaching University of New Mexico, UNM Hospital. Stay aboard Airship Hirohito for you have a job to do. And to UNM Hospital, thank you for helping me from 10 years ago when I had the pericarditis. I'm definitely going to get a screenshot of me flying over UNM Hospital. Right here. I'm not giving explicit room numbers for privacy and protection. Right here, where my cursor is, in that general area, that was my patient room. Alright. Let me go into chase view. Right down below us, we have old American home furniture, and what do you think happened just right there, right now? What did I just do? Right in this general direction here live, of course, that friend of mine's cousins that I mentioned earlier. Right in this general direction. Don't be a creeper, I'm not giving you the exact house number and street name. And right around here. Montgomery Park. Of course, I think that has something to do with the Sisters Park right here, but I don't want to play there again because the slide is not really fun. We got this thing here in the way. Right down below us we have... what can we possibly have right down below us? Yeller sub. So again, Yeller sub. My cursor covers it. What's the name of this? What's the name of this golf course here? And also to the left, where my cursor is, on the port side of the airship, where I point my cursor, I get my healthcare from there. What kind of healthcare is it? Hint, it's not emergency. And it usually is not an emergency style healthcare. Give you a hint, it starts with a P. For Papa, the type of healthcare I get. Actually, more like this video. Half speed ahead. Are you gonna fly? Or what? Alright. Looks like Showah's tilting. There's a place I want to visit along the way. What's this glider doing here? Coming from the Expo? scrape past me? Why? Are you coming from the whatever, whenever Expo? Hey, I asked you a question. Okay. It doesn't seem as if the glider's distressed at all. There's a park. Here's Sycamore Plaza. I never really pointed that out. Wow, dead below us. That's the other sub. Or is it? Alright, here's HOFFMANTOWN Church, Showah. If there's a time to fly over it, it's now. Let me get over Sycamore Plaza first, then I'll position it. Okay, as we're flying over HOFFMANTOWN Church, look here. You see the Hinomaru with rays on the vertical fins? Our doctrine believes that Jesus Christ is God. And not only that, of course, Gospel, 1 Corinthians chapter 15, verses 1 through 4. Christ died and shed his blood for all of your sins according to Scripture. And of course, I really just believe that. Nothing else, I just believe. And of course, to and for those who are hostile against that gospel, be on watch. You're going to get these Hinomarus. You're going to get it. To and for those who are hostile against that teaching. Even in this direction, all each and every direction, the Hinomaru doesn't run. So to and for those who are hostile against that gospel I just mentioned just now, you're going to get it. You really are. Okay, Showah flies over HOFFMANTOWN Church. Okay, let me show you around HOFFMANTOWN Church. Here's the mission field. That should have been built ever since I was going there as a child. They're referring to HOFFMANTOWN Church. Here's where I was going for student ministries for a while, but I left there because the odor was just so awful in there, and I didn't want to do anything about it because I don't own HOFFMANTOWN Church. And of course, I fly this airship for HOFFMANTOWN Church. I'll say. Unofficially speaking, I'll say that I imagine the head pastor and of course all the staff of HOFFMANTOWN Church, they just saw Airship Showa fly by. I imagine they blessed Airship Showa. Something smells familiar, somebody says. It's HOFFMANTOWN Church. I don't have time to waste right now, so I need to position this airship now towards the Coronado Airport. Well, we gotta go. What's more important is your all's health and safety, that's what. Well, Miss Elena, wherever you are, I know it lies in this general direction. But I can't stay. I have an airship in my hands. I can't stay before I have an airship in my hands. Okay. Idle speed. Okay, I see the Coronado Airport. Just off to the port side of the airship. Estimated heading 345. Engine's full reverse now. All engines full reverse now. To our left, look, we have a high school. Somewhere behind the airship is also where I meet for Civil Air Patrol from the time I recorded this video. Heights First Church of the Nazarene, that is. Okay, just right behind Desert Ridge Middle School lay the Heights First Church of the Nazarene. I go there for Civil Air Patrol meetings. And not to mention, there's no tower crane outside. I know so because I went there last night. There's North Domingo Baca Park Multi-Generational Center. And in this general direction here where I have my cursor, I walk this general area all the time. Move this airship forward a little. Actually, a lot. We're going to full reverse. I totally missed that. I knew it. It's adjustable. It's not unadjustable. Don't you ever say that. Don't you ever say that this thing's unadjustable. Of course it is. Don't you ever say that. Take a step back, try again. Well, Miss Elena, I'll be around. Or whatever your name is. The only real thing I have on my mind right now, land Showah at Coronado Airport. That's the radio code for this airship. Showah. Oh. Tilting. No. Can't be so. Come on. The airship takes a while to respond. Hold on. We're in a storm. We're tilting. Gear comes down at this point. Idle. All engines idle. Strange place out here. I don't think it's necessarily bad. Hold on. Ship, I think it's just going to tilt no matter what you do. Here's the sandlot. Some park right below us. I think I can live with this thing tilting. I don't even care if all the Expo equipment got taken. We should be alright. Even the Grad Zeppelin was tested in this type of condition. Yeah, this thing is banking hard to the right. Is everybody holding on? We had an unexpected wind gust. If I have to reverse this thing to get back into Coronado Airport, I will. Hold on. I know this is not a typical airplane. Something's just going on, okay? Make sure no dogs, of course, are caught in the girders. Make sure. Get out of it. Are you here? Are we straightening out? I don't think so. Hold on. Staying with the ship. That's what I'm doing, is I'm staying with the ship. Half speed ahead. Are you there yet? go today. So we're tilting. That silenced it for a little bit. Sandia Lakes to the left. Alright. Now, all engines full reverse. Unfortunately, we had to miss the Coronado Airport along the way. Something a little more scenic here. Up below Sandia. Alright, you all better keep holding on. It's not good that I use all the emergency ballasts. Unless I did already, I'm going to introduce one more thing. And it will include the Expo while we're at it. See, the video gets its name because I want to fly to HOFFMANTOWN Church again using this airship. The name being, when you hear temptation call, it's your heart that takes the fall. And that's true. This video is living proof of that. My heart did take a fall today. Speaking of which, while we're at it, let me see if there's a landing spot near Sandia Lake. There is. Actually, yeah. On Google Earth, I checked. There's too many trees here, there's a railroad track, we can't make it to Sandia Lakes. We can't make it there. There refers to Sandia Lakes. Just out the window. If any of you have to review the tilt for anything at any time, let me know so, and I'll let you. Look at the tilt video, or the tilt section, so you can review it. I will admit that the tilt was a mistake, but I got out of it. I made that video because I want to show and tell you that I want things in my life. Especially now that I'm Big Tree Zero. Effective tomorrow. From the time I recorded this video. Hopefully I can get this thing to the Expo. Somehow, some way, shape, or form. I really hated reversing the airship today. Actually, I really hate doing that. I hate reversing the airship. Oh well, I had to do it anyway. And of course, this is a phase that I'm comfortable with. Now, we just passed the Coronado Airport. Let's see what I have to say about that. As you all may have noticed earlier, we went through, of course, a full bank supposedly to the right. A full 90-degree bank to the right. That was not fun. Let's see if we can stay out of that as much as possible, okay? Yes, no, maybe so. Okay. We wrote it out. As we're arriving at the Expo, or whatever, whenever Expo. Let's see what happens from here. All engines idle. You know, or even half speed forward. Just be on the shore side. And down below, I imagine, ladies and gentlemen, welcome Airship Showa to the Expo. Now, of course, hold on. Even though they, of course, banked to the right, we expected this to happen. And now they're here. Referring to the Expo grounds. They should be on the ground shortly. They're referring to the crew of Airship Showa. Looks like we're coming in from the Twin Cities Sisters Park. So the video did get its name today. When you hear temptation call, it's your heart that takes the fall. And that's usually true. Production right now. Somebody's calling me in production. Okay. So we're heading towards the Royal Del Sol golf course from what it looks like. And I propose still. Let's get us to Coronado Airport. told you this phase is tedious, so if I'm going to do anything about the landing phases, I'll just put what's important in there. If you really have to see that tilt, I'll show it to you. And of course, I'll work with you on the matter, okay? Okay, right below us lay the following places. Gate of Heaven Cemetery, La Cueva Town Center, Desert Ridge Middle School, and the Heights First Church of the Nazarene, where my squadron for a civil air patrol is based. And my squadron for civil air patrol is based right where my cursor is. We call it the Spirit Squadron. If we look to the left, port side of the airship, you have Interstate 25, some park. Also dead north of it is the Balloon Fiesta Park, Wildflower Park, where I walk to get there, and now, as we're heading into Coronado Airport, we have the North Domingo Baca Park and Multi-Generational Center. Hopefully we'll make it to the Expo for this flight. I'm gonna say Expo things and stuff, even if the equipment is gone. Yeah, so once again, even if the Expo equipment is gone, we'll make our own Expo. How's that sound? Okay. San Diego Memory Gardens Cemetery I've flown over just now. If I have to keep reversing this thing, I will. Guess maybe I just looked too far ahead. Yeah, that's what's going on. Here's Showah Shadow. It's going to the Balloon Fiesta Park. It's alright, it's just Showah. Oh no, your game's not over. It's just Showah. put it full reverse again. Oh look, Showah at Balloon Fiesta Park. Ship backwards. 30 kilometers an hour. We're not gonna make it. Okay. Let's see if I can get you to the Expo, okay? The whatever, whenever Expo. Half had full. Oh, I had half, actually. Ah. Oh my god. How'd I get all the way back here? That shouldn't have happened. Not alright. This position here. I know where I'm going. I know where I am. Medical Plaza. I don't know how I could have gone this far back. Cars parked down there. At the Expo, I imagine. Please be patient for Airship Showa. While Airship Showa is, of course, experiencing difficulties right now as we speak. Okay, now. Idle speed ahead. Maybe I won't go through HOFFMANTOWN ever again. Flying this airship, that is, for a while. I would ask another crew to do it. Heading 345, I guess. Heading 345, or even 356. Come on, show up, do it. Show them what you're worth, okay? Why aren't you doing this? Why aren't you moving? Why aren't you moving? How high? Yep. There's a Japanese airship, of course. Actually, German built. And of course, registered on my end. It's Japanese registered. That's if you ask what registration it is. Things like that. Remember, on my end, it's Juliet Alpha 8133. Alright. Wildflower Park. Engines idle. Okay. Look what we have here now, this time around. Look, we have a high school, North Domingo Baca Park. And of course, the multi-generational center. And this is the park here, but here's the multi-generational center. In fact, this should be called North Domingo Baca Parks, for there's multiple parks, that is, along with, of course, there's Chavez Elementary School and Miss Elena, or whatever your name might be, as usual. I'm going to go ahead and hear me correctly. I'm going to go ahead and put Airship Showa on the ground now. Okay? Speaking of which, before I go, actually, I'll be on the starboard side a lot because that sun is so wicked bright. I'm gonna go ahead and stop the engines. Come on.
Drop the moorings. Roger. Copy.
Copy.
Next off, let me go to the sheet stores page. This is only upon landing. We'll ever do that. Okay, on the ground, I'm hearing some activity down there. I don't know what they're really saying. Alright. Showah, welcome. I'm hearing from the radio room too. Clear for landing whenever you are, they're telling me. Although there's no tower here. Prepare for descent. Remember, y'all, keep your senses open. The Expo might be more than it seems. So right now, as we go to the whatever, whenever Expo, the deflation process begins. And we, of course, grab the ropes.
Grab the ropes.
Alright, as we descend towards the whatever, whenever Expo, that really was a close one today. And the video still gets its name. When you hear temptation call, it's your heart that takes the fall. That's exactly what happened to me today. As of course I'm descending Airship Showa. Let's say this. Right here, of course, is a very nice area where my cursor is. A lot of trees and such. I think we'll have a light landing today because I unfortunately, I said on purpose, unfortunately had to jettison the emergency ballast. Notice how I was calm about it. Now, of course, the Grad Zeppelin, the first one, was involved in something like that before. we're still falling. We're still descending, of course. This is gonna be a long time. You know how this descent process thing goes down, right? Now, I still remember there was a time when blimps were a thing in Albuquerque. Now, bear in mind, this airship here is technically really not a blimp. It's an airship. And this is, of course, where blimps got their designs from, and, of course, large airships and blimps, they were coming out, of course, at that time. Of course, when airships were here. A blimp is defined as a small non-rigid dirigible. And of course what I have here, type of dirigible, is a large rigid dirigible. A large rigid airship. Yeah, this is called a large rigid airship. You are not to call it a Zeppelin because that's, of course, a brand name. Zeppelin, that is. So Airship Hirohito here, and of course Airship Showa, is of course Hindenburg based, Hindenburg airship based, and of course as we come into land, coming down slowly. As we come into land, of course, crash settings are turned off, and I hopefully will not have a 6 May 1937 Hindenburg accident. It seems like a fast descent rate, so I'm not going to mess with that. So while we're landing, of course with the Expo taking place below, I can actually position you in the spot where the Expo is. It's right here. Note the airplanes, Halloween truck, tent. Hopefully I don't crush the dogs right below us. Move them out of the way. Coming in. Okay, here we are. An off-duty Zero pilot gives the announcement. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Whatever Whenever Expo. Behold, everything here houses marvels across the realms. Keep your wits about you. Appearances can be deceiving. Look, somebody says, Showah is coming in. Alright. And so Showah begins her descent and of course continues the descent process. Oh gosh, we're directly over these tents here. Hope the dogs will be okay. Hope we didn't land on top of them. The dogs from the 42 flow camp out utility. Gosh, I hope they'll be okay. Please be okay. Let me, of course, give the order to grab the ropes. Grab the ropes. Falling really fast. Okay, next up with the megaphone. It's all you. You can operate it? Alright, next one with the megaphone. It's all you. destroy the Expo with this thing. Alright, down below. Clear the tents and everything at once. We're in the wrong spot. Fire ladies, can you do that? If they're eating chow, help them eat while you're moving. Get everything out of the way, even the littlest thing. Thank you. Creepers, what are you doing? I guess slow is fast. Something feet. This is not helping. See, that's one thing I want to do is I want to land this thing right side up. I'm not even going to lower the gear. Showah's taking a while here, as you might notice, so I'm not going to let that happen here. Let's just leave gas cell 12 alone. Happens for once, okay? What? 1,900 feet. Go a shadow. enough. We're really not descending fast enough. And these ropes are not really long. Here's Showah's shadow. Come on, mooring lines. Showah, come on, make your mooring lines touch the ground. And I know the elevation of this airport. Should be alright. Who's in that tent? Get him out! Save the pups. Save the dogs. Who's in that tent? Get him out. Oh look, the Expo equipment's there. There's a Halloween truck with some bales of hay, and of course gravestones, Halloween truck, jack-o'-lanterns, bale of hay, gravestones, and fire ladies. And yeah, you remember that correctly, there's some fire ladies here, some gravestones, bale of hay, scarecrow, truck, and old truck, and of course here's some other large truck here. A couple of airplanes here for the Expo. Whatever, whenever Expo. We're almost down. Take that, creepers. Better run. Hey, move out of the way. Faster, please. Yeah. Well, we're almost on the ground at the whatever, whenever Expo. In that creeper van, there better be human name and Wrinkle in there. From Seductive. I imagine human name like Wrinkle. Can you say Blimp? There we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Look out! This thing's gonna keel. I guess that's how I fly airships. As I do the exterior check, what did I do wrong? Why is my airship keeling over all the time? Please be respectful. Alright. Oh wow. Airport operations creeper van right out there. Now look. See that? There's the airport operations creeper van. Alright. So now let's, of course, open the stairs. Welfare checks commence now. You better hurry. Then it's back to the gondola. I don't call this thing a blimp. You better not either. And you also better not call this thing a Zeppelin. Because Zeppelin's a brand name. You're to call this thing an airship. I'll say it again. You are to call this thing an airship. Okay, so now let's... Yeah, people are doing things out there. That's all that beeping about. If you can hear it all right. Somebody's going somewhere. You alright? Yeah, I'm not gonna go to the writing room. Okay, so now, of course, let's go ahead and deboard the airship. First, I have something to do. Okay, everything here is secured. Telephone book. Let me open the stairs.
Proceed with unboarding, please.
Roger. Starting unboarding.
If you hear any ghostly sound in the background, that's because I have, of course...
Unboarding finished, sir.
Let me see. Oh yeah, that's because if you see that old truck out there, that orange stuff where my cursor is, as you can see, that old truck there, that's a Halloween decoration. Now, why? You ask me, like, why do you put Halloween decorations up in the middle of, or in early May? It's because, of course, I love the heat. I'll say again, I love the heat. Wow, and the airship corrected itself. Is everybody alright? Alright. At this point, let's go ahead and deboard for the Expo. Don't even open the door. Wow. I'm ready to turn Big Tree 0 for tomorrow, 4 May 2024. I said on purpose, I'm ready to turn Big Tree 0. Even though I had to do an atrocious tilt, I got what I wanted. An airship flight. And some flight time in the airship. Even if it's simulator. I got what I wanted. I'm absolutely sure about that. I got what I wanted. I'm happy. Alright. Let me see if I can get you a better view of that Halloween truck thing. Let me put this up here. Okay, Expo time. Time for some fun. So, alright. Come on. Time for some fun. Looks like the dogs panicked and ran away from the airship, as you all can see here. The dogs from the 42 camp outflow. So look what I have here now. Okay, since we're here. Again, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Whatever Whenever Expo. As you might have seen, Airship Showa was struggling to come in, and now she, of course, corrected herself. Would rather see the airship struggle to come in, rather than just give up or crash. Unless there's a really good reason to. Like, for example, you're going to use this airship to fight against those who are hostile against the gospel? You got it. And of course, they're around, but we found no one to fight. Those who are hostile against you know what. Probably not worthy as of today to fight. So here's Airship Showa at Coronado Airport on the last day of my 20s. Of course, one of your acting captains here, myself, as you might have heard, along with a few others, will be Big Tree 0, effective tomorrow. I, myself, that you hear me narrate, 10:03 U.S. Mountain Time, I'll be Big Tree 0. I'm like, look, some of you looking for things here, they're like, look, an airship made of crystal. No, it isn't. It's because the crash settings are off. Alright. Others are like, step right up, aviators. Behold the chrono compass. It points not to north, but to moments in time. Want to revisit your first solo flight, if at all possible, or perhaps witness, the age of airships, Wright Brothers' first flight, things like that? Intriguing. How much? A memory worth cherishing. Canine Companions discovery. This set is familiar. What is it? Some canine companion sniffing the ground. Imaginary, of course. That's only from HOFFMANTOWN Church. I remember chasing my tail there as a pup. Maybe I still do. Curious, let's navigate. All of y'all, behold the skyward ballroom. Aviators' walls with the constellations. Look, there's some Zero pilots dancing with someone. Are those emperors themselves? Perhaps. Remember, legends are woven here. Trust your instincts. Somewhere here is a quantum aviary. The quantum aviary houses birds from a parallel dimension. Or parallel dimensions, mind you. See the crimson phoenix? It sings forgotten songs. A lot of skies. Let's listen. Whispers of lost skies. Let's listen. Oh yes. Here's something from the lost skies. Of all the times I wished to fly the airship as a child, here I have it fulfilled right here in the simulator. I got you, you know, this thing's very inefficient, and I know so from experience. And of course, Red Wing Simulations, thanks for developing the add-on. I really do. And not a whole lot of people want the airship to come back, which I understand. But I believe it should, because aboard Airship Showa, canine companions, they're able to do their whatever it is you want to call it. And especially come to the whatever, whenever Expo. As you can see here. And at this point, I'll be 30 tomorrow. I had a good last day of my 20s playing Flight Simulator, so that is our show. If you like, please like and subscribe. We'll see you all around. Thanks for watching.